welcome everybody. Today I have some real good fun. We're going to be planting geraniums. They're super easy, especially for beginners, and they're so beautiful. And they're great to bring back indoors during the winter. They bloom all the time if you just deadhead them. So let's get to it. So here we have some starter mix. Light and fluffy. You want to make sure it's light and fluffy. I pre-moistened it, so when you grab it, you want to be able to make a clump, but no water coming out in your hand. So I'm going to put you up so you can see everything. Get rid of my cord. All right. Let's get to it. So we're going to fill up all these cells with our pre-moistened dirt. Now you want to use potting soil. You do not want to use garden soil. Garden soil is too dense and it doesn't let the roots to go through nice and easy. So you can use any starting potting mix that you like or is in your area. Put them all so they're nice and even. So the cells that I'm using this is a nice little system. 3 parts. So I like to bottom water. And then we have the dome with the humidity dial. So if you want lots of humidity, close it. I tend to keep it open. So if you don't want to make a big mess, you can just put it right over your container. I always put the potting mix in a container so I can pre-moisten it, and if I want to put extra pergolite in it or fertilizer, it's easier to mix. So I'm just going to get rid of the extra off of this one. There. So I'm just going to get a towel to wipe my hands. So these two, we're going to start with just 2 because I'm not sure how many are in these seeds. I've never tried this company before. So, and I'm not sure if they're in a little baggie or whatnot. So let's open them up. Oh, they are in a separate bag. Doesn't look like they give very many seeds, so it looks like I'll only be using 1. That's okay, I have other seeds we can start today. So, rule of thumb, a lot of beginners make of mistakes. You want to make sure you have good potting soil, so it drains nicely, that it has pergolite in it, and that it also has other nutrients such as fertilizer. And the reason why you want to have these things is less chance of mold or algae. The pergolite will help keep the moisture down. So, and second rule of thumb is you always go down, make the little holes in it. Only you only want to plant to 2 depths of what the actual seed is. So no more than 2 times the size of the seed. I'm just making a tiny, 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 tiny small spot. And I'll show you the seeds. They're quite tiny. And once you have these planted and they're blooming, you'll be able to harvest the seeds and never have to buy them again. I dropped one, so I'm going to pick it up. Did I pick it up? Yes, I did. We're going to put them in there. Okay, it looks like I only have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 seeds. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we're going to be 1 cell down, which is fine. So I'm going to put 1 seed in each cell and cross our fingers that everyone germinates. Because I did not harvest any last year. So and then we're going to lightly cover, slightly tamp it down, give you a look at how tiny the seeds are in there. So tiny, the little brown. You want to lightly cover them. Okay, now we're going to take our tag, put it in the middle there. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to the bottom. Just a little bit of water. There we go. And we'll put it back in so it can start bottom watering. And then we're going to cover it with its dome. Now you can put these on a heat mat, but if you don't have a heat mat, just make sure that they're very close to the grow light or within light or even in a window. So it gets lots of light and then it also gets the proper darkness at night. So I'm going to put this on a grow mat. And after we're finished planting, I'll show you all where they are. Geraniums are good for baskets or just in a big pot on their own. They have big, beautiful blooms. So we'll just put the garbage away. Let's see what else we can plant from the same company. Let's plant some lavender. Love lavender. So once again, lavender seeds are very, very tiny. So they're only going to be basically getting covered, a light dusting from the dirt. Very, very tiny holes. I'll show you the company that I got it from. It's called Mini Garden. Open it up. So you don't want to overwater. That's a huge mistake beginners make. So that's why I like bottom watering. So these seeds came on their own, not in a little envelope like the geraniums. So, and they're very, very super, super tiny. So we're just going to put a couple in each of the tiny holes that I made. These are surface, these are literally called surface seeds. So you could literally put them on the surface and do a light dusting of dirt over top and do a mister over top to water them in. Okay, I am going to put these seeds actually in a little baggie for next year. You can also do a direct seed in your garden. So either or. So I might direct seed some of these in the front actually of my garden. So I'm just going to do a light covering of the dirt, very light. Just enough to give them, oh, I have a little stick in there, just enough to give them a little covering. I'm just going to grab some from here, it's actually easier. Then we're going to get our pressure sprayer and have it set on mist. And we're going to put a little bit of water in the bottom of this, underneath the cells as well. Doesn't need a lot, just a little. And now we're going to do a mist. So this is set to mist. You just want to water the seeds into the dirt so they can settle. And that's all they need. Now lavender, once again, you can put in your window if you don't have a mini greenhouse. And this one I like to put halfway on the humidity dial. If you don't have these type of things and you're using recyclable, you can just put plastic wrap over the top and just put a few holes in the top so the air, it can breathe and get some oxygen. So I'm also going to put these on the heating mat. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just put these under direct light. Oh, they need a label. One crucial step. I tend to forget to label stuff sometimes, and then I'm like, what is that? And I got to remember what things look like. So lavender. Okay. And we'll put these in here. Perfect. Yeah, we'll put them under that light. I'll show you. This is the same type of planting device, cell pockets that I used for my petunias. And look at all the beautiful roots in there. So these are actually ready for planting, which we can do right now. So I have this hanging basket. And I found these are called moist mats. I'll show you the product. This is not a paid promotion by any means. It's for hanging baskets. It's supposedly supposed to help reduce the amount that you water. So for the big baskets, this is a 16-inch basket. I'm just gonna lay it like that. And then just get my dirt that I got here. And just pour it on in. Remember, this is already pre-moistened soil. And we're gonna fill it up. I have lots more. Don't want to go right to the top, because when you do plant them, take them outside and you start watering them, you really don't want the dirt flying over the sides, because remember, this is potting soil, so it's very light. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to get one of my handy dandy little tools. Move everything over. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this planter actually holds enough for 12. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I always work my way from the inside out. of my planter. Bring it back under. Just gonna scoop it out so we're not hurting those roots. You do not want to really touch or hurt the roots. So I let this tool is great. Just slightly push it down. You know, it's going to be a big and beautiful planter. Oh, where'd my other hole go? There it is. You just got to be gentle with the new plant. And I'm going to use these for some of my pots, my big pots. I'm gonna, I'll show you. I've already up planted to a 4-inch pot, and then I'll up pot it again, probably to an 8, and then right into the big planter, because I'll have like my patio planters, my deck planters that I all have to do this year. I lost that hole when planting that one, so these came up really nice and really fast this year, actually. I actually planted them a few weeks ago, actually 3 weeks ago. Just lightly tapping the soil around. Oop, drop that one on the floor. Hopefully I didn't kill it. See the beautiful roots? Hopefully it's not traumatized. This one doesn't want to come out, so I just entangle the, there we go, there she comes. So the roots get so long, they just want to stay in the cell. They're quite happy there because that's been their home for the last 3 weeks. Another hole. And finally the last one. Now by the time we take them outside, they're gonna probably be already blooming, which will be beautiful. And these ones, look at those roots. Look how beautiful they are. You don't want to touch them. So I like to take out all the dirt system that was there, because obviously they like where they came from. And put everything back with its beautiful. And remember, after you use your container, and if you want to, especially if it's a recyclable, and you're going to use it again, you have to wash them. You can't just let them dry out and use them again next year, because they'll be contaminated and your seeds aren't going to like it. And some of the seeds will rot out on their own, and you'll be like wondering, why aren't my seeds growing? And that's a huge fatal mistake that a lot of growers make. And there we go. So now I'm just going to add some vermiculite. You don't have to do this process. I like doing it just to give it a little bit of extra grab, something to grab onto, and some more nutrients. And it also helps keep algae and mold away. Now, because this soil is very well dampened, and the cells that I took out, they were quite wet from watering from this morning, I'm just gonna mist them in. Just so the roots, the water can get down to the roots and they can say, oh, there's our food. That one's not fully planted in. There we go. Nice even spray across all of it. Right now, as you can see, because I disturbed them, they're quite flat. They're not really standing up unless I make them stand up. Just because they're like, hey, where are we? There we go. That is done. This does not need a label because I know what they are. But if you're not sure, always put a label in. So now I'm going to just go and hang this over with its friend. It actually gets more light over here. Where are we going to plant you? We're going to put you up here. Yeah, that's good for now. There you have it. I'll bring you on over. So these are already some that I already did, and see how they're happy. Where today I gotta move this. I just gotta put another hook in this thing. I did these ones earlier today and now they're just starting to pop back up. So I'll show you around the garden room real quick. I'll show you how the lupins are doing. Everything's happy. These are all brand new. Actually, I planted these yesterday. And look, what are those? Let's see. I can't read the tag from here. So what are these? These are my Brussels sprouts. They're fast sprouters. Wow. I only keep things in the greenhouse for a very short time until I get them popping. The canners are doing lovely. There's a whole bunch of other, what is this? Hibiscus. We got cucumbers. Lots of stuff. Just gonna put you back down. So thanks for coming today, and if you have any questions or anything that you'd like to see, please leave a comment. If you just want to say hi, please leave a comment. Please like, and if you haven't already, subscribe. It doesn't cost anything and it really helps me. Thanks again, and have a great day, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.